Hey there guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm back with yet another video, and today we're gonna do a 1 week review and thoughts on the iPhone Air, which I am using now for more than a week. And I just want to share my honest experience just to cut through all the hype and all the influencer reviews, just to tell you, my day-to-day usage, how it pans out for me so far. I'll tell you what I upgraded this phone from and how it might fit your lifestyle and how it might not fit your lifestyle, and give you an idea if you didn't pick one yet and you're considering should you or should you not buy it. Okay, so the iPhone Air. Okay, so this is the box, the usual box that you get today with any iPhone. It obviously, you just get the phone, you get the cable, and that's pretty much it. You don't get anything more. There is no SIM card removal tool because obviously this is an eSIM phone only. So if you're switching your SIM card tirelessly from phone to phone, this might not be for you because there is no SIM slot in this phone, because obviously it's very thin and they just put it to eSIM. For me, because I'm a one phone guy for personal use, okay, I have a business phone, but that's something else. So for me, was not a problem to switch my SIM card to a eSIM without any doubt. So that's not a problem at all. Color wise, I went with the, what is this called? Blue, some kind of sky blue stuff. I'll show you the phone in a second. To me, it's white, but okay, you be the judge of that. So here's the phone. The only way to say that this is blue is maybe on the sides here you can see that it is a bit blue. But it's actually, to me, okay, so it's like sky blue or something like that it's called, but to me it's like white. I don't see really that it is anything. I love to use it without a case because this really gives you the idea of how thin it is and whatnot. But let me show you an example. Here is Samsung, my company phone. I think it's a 55 series or something like this. It's not very thick phone, but nevertheless you can see compared to this one. Okay, yes, it is in a case, but nevertheless you get an idea that this is much thinner, lighter than this. But also it will come with some downsides. But okay, this is not a Samsung versus iPhone kind of comparison, doesn't have to do nothing with that. So let's go back to the topic at hand. Should you get or should you not get this phone? Number one, I'm coming off an iPhone 15, not Plus, but standard one, which is now what, 2 years old, something like that. And my battery health was around 93%, 94%, and it was okay. I was charging it every day or every second day, depending on how hard I use it, because at work I'm mostly using the other phone and I'm not so much on my private phone. Neither should you, because at work you're supposed to be working, guys, okay? Anyway, so this phone has a pretty small battery. Obviously you can't fit a lot in something which is 5.5 millimeters thick, so keep that in mind. So for me, it's not such a problem. I charge it to 80% because I want to extend my battery life. And I'm able to go 1 day with it without any problem, connecting it through my car, through a CarPlay, occasional social media, a photo here and there, replying to some messages, few calls here and there. And when I come home, I'm still, let's say I charge it at work to 80%. I come home in the evening around 6-7 o'clock p.m. and my phone will be still on around 40%. So I'm not a power user, so keep that in mind. So if you're not really a power user, not to make this really long, because I didn't want to make this really long, and I will show you also a couple of cases. So I just want to say that if you're not a power user, you will be fine with this phone. Obviously, it is style over matter. If you need a huge battery and you like to zoom into stuff with your camera, then this is not the phone for that. This phone has a simple camera, which is a 48 megapixel. Does a 2x zoom, which obviously just crops into the picture, so it's not real optical zoom. So keep that in mind. For my purpose, it is okay. I don't miss the wide angle and stuff like that, so this doesn't have any wide angle. If you need the wide angle and you need more than 2x zoom, you need to look for the other phone, probably a Pro or a Pro Max. If battery is needed to be really strong, then a Pro Max is your choice. And you need the cameras. This is not then the phone for you. If you're like me, occasional photo here and there, few phone calls, little bit of Instagram, little bit on what should we say, web, and that's about it, then this is more than fine. I really enjoy the design and the lightness and the thin thing of this phone. As I said, at home I wear it caseless. I did put a screen protector on my phone from the day one, and I recommend you to do so. Other than that, at home without a problem, without any case. When I go out, I would put it in something like a thin fit from Spigen, which is this case here. Or I really like this case from TAC, which is a see-through style case, which kind of shows the design of your phone. And let me take it out and I'll show you how it looks like in that case. I recommended these TAC ones. The TAC ones are very nice in quality. Also, they do not yellow. At least the previous one I had, it really didn't yellow for really long time. Then it started to show some coloration after, let's say, half a year. So this one is still new. As you can see, it's pristine. I had it once or twice. Let me put the phone in so you get the idea how this looks like in. Okay, so the phone is now in. As you can see, this case is nice because it gives reasonable protection, yet you remain the feeling of the phone of how it intended to be, thin and light, so it doesn't add bulk at all. The other one from Spigen is a bit more thick, not much more, but a bit more nevertheless, but it does take a little bit away from the design. Also, what I like on the TAC case is the buttons are actually exposed. So the tactile feeling of the buttons is as Apple intended it to be. So that is really nice. So if you like this feeling, then consider definitely this TAC case for the iPhone Air or for any other iPhone that you have. And that's about it. I don't want to make this long because obviously this is just my opinion, and if you want a proper iPhone review, there's a ton of people with a much more knowledge and experience with phones out there. You can check on the web, go look at some of the reviews. But honestly, this is just my personal opinion. If you like the phone and if you're not an absolute power monster, this phone will be fine. And I do recommend it. And I would buy it again because a lot of rumors are flying around that this phone is a flop, that iPhone is cutting production, Apple is cutting production or limiting production of this phone. That all might be well and true. As I said, it's not for everybody, but for me, it's absolutely great. I love it and I'm using it daily. Hopefully this gives you some idea about for who this phone is, and if you're considering it and you might get it or not get it. So thank you very much for watching this little video, and I hope you have enjoyed it. Enjoy your time and have a nice weekend and stay safe. Bye for now. Bye.